Lesson 323 from A Course in Miracles. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. Oh. Here is the only sacrifice you ask of your beloved Son. You ask Him to give up all suffering, all sense of loss and sadness, all anxiety and doubt, and freely let your love come streaming into His awareness, healing Him of pain, and giving Him your own eternal joy. Such is the sacrifice you ask of me, and one I gladly make, the only cost of restoration of your memory to me, for the salvation of the world. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. Of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. Oh. And as we pay the debt we owe to truth, a debt that merely is the letting go of self-deceptions and of images we worship falsely, truth returns to us in wholeness and in joy. We are deceived no longer. Love has now returned to our awareness, and we are at peace again. For fear has gone, and only love remains. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. Of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. The sacrifice of fear. I gladly make the sacrifice of fear. Oh. And now for the reflection on Lesson 323. What kind of sacrifice is it to give up all suffering, all sense of loss and sadness, all anxiety and doubt, and to freely let your love come streaming into your consciousness, into your awareness, healing you of everything? What kind of sacrifice is that? And yet, that is the only thing that God is asking of us. That your Father, your beloved, your Creator is asking of you individually right now, asking you to accept the Christ within you. Not to accept the Christ as an outside being saving you, but to accept the Christ within you now. To accept the saving grace that is within you now. To give up all of this suffering that you cling to, literally. If this is a confronting lesson, it's meant to be, because you have clung to it. We still cling to it, and yet we are consistently more and more relaxing, releasing, surrendering into the divine will of our Creator, who sees us as whole right now, loves us just as we are right now, It is no sacrifice to give up this suffering. It is a sacrifice to keep it. And so we release it now. We make a resolute decision today, this moment, to release all of this suffering that has kept us from realizing I am one with God. It has to be an individual transition, decision, movement into grace. You are making it now. Allow it to be so. And it is.